Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very, very warm welcome here to Sotheby's. My name is Oliver Barker, and it is a huge privilege and an enormous pleasure for me to be your auctioneer on this very special evening as we celebrate perhaps the greatest group of modern figurative art ever assembled, masterpieces from the Lewis collection. For over 30 years, I've been fortunate enough to witness Joe Lewis and his daughter Vivian's collecting journeys firsthand, from our very first meeting here at Sotheby's in London to this extraordinary moment. To be standing here tonight before a collection brought together with such passion and discernment over decades is truly a career highlight. Joe grew up in post-war London, the city that sparked his interest as a collector. His passion for the School of London artists formed the starting point for a collection that celebrates the human condition through portraiture. And over the years that followed, Joe and Vivian have amassed a group of masterpieces that chart the radical moments which have shaped the evolution of modern art. Tonight is a full circle moment in the city where it all began. Later this evening, my esteemed colleagues Helena Newman and Alex Branchik will take over proceedings to lead the contemporary and modern sale, which will include, of course, some exceptional works, including Claude Monet, Alberto Giacometti, Mark Rothko, and Peter Doig. And just before we start, an auctioneer's announcement. As noted in our conditions of business for buyers, everything is sold under the authenticity guarantee and on an as-is basis. Buyer's premium will be added to the hammer price of each lot, along with any applicable VAT or amount in lieu of VAT, as well as any applicable artist resale right royalty as part of the total purchase price payable. Please refer to our conditions of business for buyers for our full terms of sale. And let's turn to lot number one, the masterful Gustave Caillebotte. We begin, of course, with this wonderful Impressionist portrait, one of the greatest Caillebottes remaining in a private collection, showing here on my left, the monumental portrait of Paul Ugneau. The portrait of one of his closest friends has remained with the Hugo family for more than 7 decades, is featured in several major exhibitions, and of course acquired by the Lewis collection in these very rooms in the early 1990s. And I'll start the bidding here at £3 million, at £3 million, at £3,100,000 now, for the Caillebotte at £3,100,000, £3,200,000 is bid, it's in the room, at £3,200,000, £3,300,000, on the telephone with Wendy and it gets you now, £3,400,000 is back in the room, at £3,400,000, thank you, £3,500,000, it's ahead of you Ben, it's at £3,500,000, £3,600,000 is in the room here, it's all on this side to begin with, £3,700,000 is in a new place, gentlemen seated, £3,800,000, thank you Wendy, at £3,800,000, you'd like to say 9, so £3,900,000. It's back in the room again at £3,900,000, £4 million, it's back on the telephone again, with Wendy Lynn at £4 million, £4,100,000, it's your bid, sir, at £4,100,000, it's against you further back in the room too, at £4,100,000, gentlemen's bid here at £4,100,000, £4,200,000 is bidding, and against you online for the moment, at £4,200,000 here in the room at £4,200,000, and looking for £4,300,000, sir, £4,300,000 is in a new place with Ben, at £4,300,000. It's against you online, but please come in now. £4,400,000. It's in a new place. Between the three of you here, at £4,400,000, £4,500,000 is bid. With Ben Dollar now at £4,500,000 and against you online, at £4,600,000 is bid this time. At £4,600,000, £4,700,000, at £4,700,000, £4,800,000. At £4,800,000. It's against the three of you now. £4,800,000. It's now with Ben at £4,800,000. I'll take £4,900,000, Wendy, from you. At £4,800,000, here with you, Ben, at £4,800,000, against the bidder online at £4,800,000. Here on my left-hand side at £4,800,000. £4,900,000 is bid online, thank you, at £4,900,000, £5 million. Back with Ben Dollar, chairman of Sotheby's America, at £5 million here. Showing on my left here at £5 million, and against you, when it's against you in 2 places in the room and online, it's your bid, Ben, at £5 million currently. £5,100,000 is bid again online at £5,100,000 for the Caillebotte, lot one at £5,100,000. £5,200,000. It's back with Ben again now at £5,200,000. Here on my left at £5,200,000. £5,300,000 is bid this time at £5,300,000. Thank you, Ben. At £5,300,000 now. £5,400,000. Thank you so much. At £5,400,000 against you online at £5,400,000. It's with Ben again. £5,500,000 is bid. £5,500,000 is back online against you here, Ben. Against you, Wendy, still. £5,600,000 is his bid again at £5,600,000. 5,600,000. At £5,700,000. It's back online again at £5,700,000. With the bidder online at £5,700,000, £5,800,000. Thank you so much, Ben, at £5,800,000 now. And against you, sir, too, at £5,800,000 here. It's back with Ben Dollar at £5,800,000. Looking for £5,900,000 online. At £5,900,000, there it is, at £5,900,000. With the online bidder at £5,900,000. £6 million. Thank you, Ben, at £6 million now. And against you here again at £6 million. Still with Ben at £6 million. You're going to go on online, please, at £6 million. Here it is, with Ben Dollar at Sotheby's in New Bond Street, 6,100,000 with a new bidder. Lisa Stevenson at 6 million one. It's in a new place now. Thank you, Lisa. At 6 million one is your bid. Clears the pair of them at the moment for now. At 6,100,000 is yours. Give me two. 6,200,000. Thank you, Ben. At 6 million two. Come in with three, please, Lisa. At 6,200,000. It's back again with Ben. 6,300,000 is bid here. At 6,300,000. Thank you so much. 6,400,000. 6.4 is bid here against you, Lisa, and online now. 6.4 is here. 6.5. Thank you so much. At 6,500,000. 6.6. At £6,600,000 now. It's back on my left-hand side. It's 6,600,000. 6,700,000 is bid again. They're going on, Ben, and against you here at 6,700,000 here. Thank you, Lisa. 6,800,000. At 6,800,000. Want to say? Should we jump to 7? Lisa. Want to try 7? At £6,800,000. You say 7? 6,900,000. At 6 million, £7 million now. Thank you. At £7 million. Thank you, Ben. It's 7 million. Here it's £7 million. Still with Ben Dollar, it's 7 million. 7 million one is bid. Thank you. That's 7 million one. 7 million two. 7 million three. Ben, what are we going to do? It's 7,300,000. 7,400,000. 7,500,000. 7.5. For the Caillebotte, it's 7,000,005. 7,006,000 is in a new place with Francis Asquith. Thank you, Francis. It's 7,006,000. It's three of you still in it. Thank you very much. New bidder, £7,600,000. 7,007,000 is in a further new place with Gregoire Biot. Thank you, Greg. It's 7,700,000. Who's going to show me 7,008,000, please? It's at 7,700,000. Four of you in it for now. It's £7,700,000. 7,800,000. Anybody want to try 8 million, please? At 7,800,000. Still with Lisa again. It's 7,008,000. On this side, it's 7,008,000. Gregoire. At 7,800,000. 7,009,000 is bid. Thank you, Francis. At 7,900,000. £8 million now. 8 million. It's not yours, Ben. At £8 million here on this side at £8 million. Francis, come in again at £8 million. Or Greg. 8 million one, are you bidding? Yes? 8 million one. Thank you. Francis is bidder again at £8,100,000. 8-1. Still with Francis Asquith. Thank you, Francis. At £8,100,000 for the Caillebotte lot number 1. 8-1. At 8 million one. Lisa, you're going to come in again at 8 million one. And it's against you, Greg, still also at 8,100,000. Show me two. 8,100,000. Here it is. 8-1. You want to say another one, please? At 8,100,000. Still with Francis now. Lisa, give me another one. 8,200,000. Thank you, Greg. At 8-2. 8,200,000. 8,003,000. Thank you. Still with Francis here at 8,300,000. Gregoire, give me four, please. 8-3. At 8,300,000. It's your bid, Francis, and against you on this side if anyone wants to come in. Ben, are you coming in again at 8,300,000? You out, sir? At 8,300,000. Still on this side here at 8,300,000. Camilla, what about you? At 8,300,000? No? 8,300,000. It's here on this side at 8,300,000, and we're going to have to start beginning to sell at 8,300,000 now. It's Francis bidder at £8,300,000. Gregoire, what do you want to do at 8-3? At £8,300,000 for the Caillebotte. It's a fabulous picture, and I'm going to sell it here. Ben, it's your last chance here. At 8,300,000, 8,400,000. Thank you. With Gregoire again at 8,000,004. 8,4. 8,5. Thank you. At 8,000,005. 8,000,005. Great. Give me 6. It's 8,500,000. Still with Francis here at 8,000,005. And looking for one more at 8,500,000. So your bid, Francis. Fair warning now. At 8,500,000, Gregoire. The hammer's going to have to come up at £8,500,000. Thank you so much. At 8,500,000, are we going to go on, sir? At 8,500,000, here it is with Francis for this extraordinary portrait, the Paul Union painting. At 8,500,000, give me 6. No, it's here and selling. Last chance now at £8,500,000. Francis, it's yours. Thank you very much indeed. Battle number 71. Thank you. And thank you to all of our underbidders. Thank you very much indeed. And lot number 2, René Magritte, La Belle Promenade, showing here, of course, not only the most iconic motif in René Magritte's but arguably one of the defining images of 20th century Western art, of course, the bowler-hatted man, showing here the exquisite work on paper, La Belle Promenade. And I'm going to start the bidding at 2,500,000, 2,600,000. It's in the room. 2,600,000, 2,700,000, 2,800,000. Thank you. 2,900,000. 3 million. It's in the room already. 3,100,000. 3,200,000. Thank you. 3,300,000. 3,400,000. 3,500,000. 3,600,000. 3,700,000. 3,800,000. 3,900,000. £4 million now. Can I say 2, sir? 4,100,000 is ahead of you already. 4,100,000. 4,200,000 is bid. 4,200,000. 4,300,000. 4,400,000. I'm waiting for the gentleman. 4,500,000. I'll take on the phone, Sam. 4,600,000 with you, sir, in the room. 4,600,000. 4,700,000, the lady's bid. 4,700,000 is here. You can come in now if you want to, Mackie. 4,700,000. 4,800,000. Is it another new place? 4,900,000. Thank you. Give me 5, please. I have 4,500,000 already now on the phone. 5,100,000. 5,100,000. It's your bid, madam, here. 5,100,000. Give me 2. 5,100,000. Say 2, Sam. At 5,100,000. 5,200,000. Milap's bidder. New place. 5,300,000 here already. 5,500,000. Thank you. 5,500,000. 5,600,000 here. 5,600,000 in the room. Ladies bid. Your bid at 5,600,000. 5,700,000 with Antonia. Thank you. 5,800,000. 5,900,000. Milap's bid. £6 million now. Thank you, madam. At 6 is yours. At £6 million. So give me 1. 6,100,000. Antonia. 6,200,000 is bid. 6,500,000 is bid. 6,600,000 with the lady. 6,600,000. 6,600,000 is here. It's your bid, madam, at 6,600,000. Give me 7, Antonio or Sam. 6,600,000. Your bid, madam, here. 6,600,000. £7 million. £7 million. Thank you. Here at 7,100,000. 7,100,000. At 7,100,000. Is that a bid, madam, or a camera shot? At 7,100,000. At 7,100,000. It's the lady's bid here at £7,100,000. At 7,100,000. Still with you, madam, at 7,100,000. It's against you, Millap. It's against you, Alina. At £7,100,000. 7,100,000. Ladies bid. And against you also here, Camilla, at 7,100,000. It's in the room still at 7,100,000. 7,200,000. Is it a new place? 7,200,000. 7,300,000. Against you, Fahad, at 7,300,000. Give me 4, please. At 7,300,000. It's the ladies bid. Our original bidder here at 7,300,000. Thank you, madam. It's here with you. £7,300,000. At 7,300,000. Give me 4, please. It's here at 7,300,000. Ladies bid. At 7,300,000. At 7,300,000. 7,400,000. 7,500,000. At 7,500,000 now. It's back in the room again at 7,500,000. At 7,500,000. Here it is at 7,500,000. With you, madam. And against you all on the telephones, it's 7,500,000. It's against most of you on the telephones. 7,600,000 is bid. 7,700,000. At 7,700,000. At 7,700,000. It's back in the room again. Here it is on the aisle at 7,700,000. And looking for 8, please. At 7,700,000. 7,800,000. 7,900,000. 8 million in a new place. Can I say 2, madam? 8,200,000. Against you now, Julian, at 8,200,000. Ladies bid here, 8,200,000. Looking for 8,400,000 is the next bid. 8,200,000. Here it is at 8,200,000. At 8,200,000. Still with you, madam, at 8,200,000. Say another one, please. At 8,200,000. Say one more. 8,400,000 is bid. 8,600,000 now is in the room. 8,600,000. 8,600,000. Here it is, 8,600,000. Ladies bid at 8,600,000. It's against you, Julian. It's against you, Fahad. 8,600,000. Give me one more, please, at £8,600,000. At 8,600,000. 8,800,000. £9 million. Thank you so much, madam. At 9 million. £9 million. For the Magritte at £9 million. At 9 million. 9,200,000. 9,400,000. At 9,000,004. Thank you so much. Ladies bid again at 9,000,004. Give me 6, either of you, please. At £9,400,000. 9,006,000. 9,800,000. At 9,008,000. £9,800,000. For the Magritte. £10 million. 10,200,000. At 10,2. At 10,200,000. At 10,400,000. 10,600,000. At 10,006,000. Still here again in the room at 10,600,000. At 10,006,000. At 10,600,000. Give me 8. At 10,006,000 is right here at 10,600,000. £11 million. 11,200,000. At 11,200,000. 11,200,000. Here at 11,200,000. Julian, are we going to go on? 11,200,000. At 11,200,000. With you, madam, here at 11,200,000. Thank you so much. At 11,200,000. Julian, are we coming in again, please? At 11,200,000. Is that a bid? 11,400,000. 11,600,000. At 11,600,000. For the Belle Promenade, the Magritte, the beautiful work on paper here, 11,600,000. Back in the room again, 11,800,000. £12 million now. At £12 million. Here it's still in the room at £12 million. The lady's bid. Thank you so much, madam. At £12 million. It's your bid at £12 million. Julian, give me 2 at 12 million. Here it is at 12 million. At £12 million. Still here in the lady's bid. On the aisle here, £12 million. And I need 2 from you, please, at £12 million. There it is at 12. Lot number 2, the Magritte, at £12 million. Fahad, do you want to come in again at 12 million? 12,200,000. 12,400,000. At 12,400,000 now. £12,400,000 for this wonderful work on paper here, the fabulous thing here. By Magritte, of course, at 12,400,000. Here in the room again. Anybody on this side at 12,400,000? Tom, we come again at 12,400,000. At 12,400,000. Still here at 12,400,000, and it's against you, Julian, at £12,400,000. There it is. 12,600,000. 12,800,000. 12,800,000. At 12,800,000. Still with you, madam. It's yours at 12,800,000. Thank you so much. At 12,800,000. At 12,800,000. Julian. We try another one, please. At £12,800,000. Here at £13 million. Can I say 5, madam? We go to 5? £13,500,000 now. Thank you. At £13,500,000. It's a lady's bid here. At £13,500,000. Try 14, please, Julian, here. £13,500,000. At 13,500,000. Here in the room again. Phenomenal bidding. Thank you so much. At £13,500,000. At 13,500,000. Here it is at 13,500,000. And looking for another one, please, from you, Julian, at 13,500,000. 13,500,000. It's in the room still at 13,500,000. At 13,500,000. 13,500,000. Julian. One more, sir. At £13,500,000 with the lady. Here at Sotheby's in London at 13,500,000. And looking for 14 from you, sir, please, at 13,500,000. At 13,500,000. Julian, we're going to come in again at 13,500,000. Are you out, sir? It's with fair warning now. It's against you for hard as well. At £13,500,000, I'm going to sell it to the lady who's patiently been waiting here. Thank you, madam, so much. The hammer is coming up at £13,500,000. The Magritte, madam, is yours. Congratulations. Thank you very much. 573. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Congratulations. And thank you to our underbidders as well. Thank you so much. And of course now, lot number 3, ladies and gentlemen, the Pablo Picasso, the Buste de Femme, the 1938 work of Dora Maar. We turn, of course, the first of 5 works by Pablo Picasso in this evening's sale. This one, as I mentioned, the large-scale work on paper, bought privately by the Lewis collection in the mid-1990s, very first time that it's been at auction, spent a lot of time in America and shown during the artist's lifetime, both in Baltimore and in New York City. Of course, very first time at auction for this fabulous work. I'm going to start the bidding here at 10,500,000, 11 million, thank you sir, 11,500,000, 12 million pounds, 12,500,000, 13 million pounds, thank you very much, 13 million pounds, in the room at 13 million pounds, 13,500,000, 14 million, it's in a new place, thank you very much, at 14 million pounds. Gentlemen seated, 14,500,000 with Sam Ballette, 15 million pounds, thank you Antonio, 15 million pounds now. 15,500,000. Thank you, Sam. 15,500,000. It's against you all on this side. 16 million. It's in another new place. It's 16 million. 16,500,000. It's your bid, sir. It's 16 million 5. It was 17 million. Thank you, Julian. At 17 million pounds. 17,500,000. 18 million pounds now. 18,500,000. At 18,500,000. Here at 18,500,000, Sam. 19 million. It's in a new place. At 19. 19,500,000. Thank you, sir, at 19,500,000. At 19,500,000 pounds. 20 million pounds here. At 20 million pounds. At 20 million pounds. He's saying 5, sir. At 20 million pounds here. At 20 million pounds. Against you now, and I want to say 5, sir. You bidding? At 20 million pounds here against you. Yes? No. At 20 million pounds. Here on the telephone is your bid. Thank you. At 20 million pounds now. And against you, Sam, at 20 million pounds. At 20 million pounds. So with you here at 20 million pounds. On this telephone here at 20 million pounds here. 20.1 I will at this point at 20,100,000. Thank you very much indeed, Julian. At 20,100,000. With Julian Dawes here at 20,100,000 pounds. At 20,100,000. At 20,100,000 pounds. Against you, Barmy too also. At 20,100,000. It's Julian's bidder at 20,100,000. Against you in the room as well, sir. 20,100,000 pounds. Here at 20,100,000, still with Julian. At 20,100,000 pounds. You want a bid, sir? At 20,100,000. Here on this side at 20,100,000. I'll take 2 here. At 20,100,000. Still with you, Julian, on this side of the room. And against you, Evelyn. Good evening to you at 20,100,000. Do you want to give me 2? It's here behind me at 20,100,000. Try 2. At 20,100,000. Still with you, Julian. And against you, Barmy. It's against you here. At 20,100,000. No? At 20,100,000, still with Julian here, and I'm going to sell it. It's against you here at 20,100,000. And the hammer is going up at 20,100,000. Antonio, you're coming in again at 20 million. At 20,100,000. Give me 2, please. Take your time. At 20,100,000 pounds. 20,200,000. Thank you, Sam. 20,300,000 now. At 20,300,000. At 20,300,000 pounds. Sam, are you going to go on? 20 million? No, at 20,300,000 pounds. Still with Julian here at 20,300,000 pounds, and I'm going to sell it. Fair warning to you all at 20,300,000. It's against you there. The hammer is up. I'm going to sell at 20,300,000. Barmy, you out? You coming in, sir? Is that a yes or a no? No? Fair warning then. And selling at 20,300,000 pounds. Thank you very much indeed. It's paddle number 90. Thank you. 20,300,000. And the next lot, of course, is the Henri Matisse, the Lydia, the Étude pour portrait au manteau bleu. The extraordinary portrait, of course, from the 1930s. The wonderful charcoal study here depicting the devoted muse and companion of many years, Lydia. And I'm going to start the bidding at £1 million, at £1 million for the Matisse, at £1 million now, at 1,100,000 pounds, at 1,100,000 for the Matisse, at 1,100,000, at 1,100,000, 1,200,000. Thank you, Camilla. 1,200,000. With Camilla's bidder at 1,200,000 pounds. At 1,200,000 with you, 1,200,000, 1,300,000 with Claudia. At 1,300,000 is bid with Claudia Dweck. 1,400,000 now with Camilla Bettini at 1,400,000. At 1,400,000. Thank you, Camilla. 1,400,000. At 1,400,000. Give me 5, Claudia. 1,400,000 pounds here. 1,500,000 is bid now. It's back with Claudia again at 1,500,000 on this side. At 1,500,000 pounds. At 1,500,000. Say 6. At 1,500,000 pounds. For the Matisse drawing, 1,600,000 is bid. Thank you so much. At 1,600,000 now on this side. At 1,600,000. You bidding, sir? 1,600,000. There it is. 1,700,000. Claudia's back at 1,700,000. Looking for 8, Camilla. At 1,700,000. It's all on this side now. It's Claudia's bid at 1,700,000. I need 1,800,000 from you, please. 1,700,000. Try 8. At 1,700,000. Thank you, Claudia. It's your bid at 1,700,000. 1,850,000. Thank you. At 1,850,000. Here on this side at 1,850,000. 1,900,000 is bid. Try 50. At 1,900,000. 1,950,000. 1,950,000. 2 million. It's ahead of you, Julian. It's Claudia's bidder. Do you want to give me 1? It's Claudia's bidder at 2 million. It's against you also, Camilla. Do you want to give me 50? Do you want to try 50? Yep, it's at 2 million. It's still on this side with Claudia. Do you want to try 50? Here at £2 million. Thank you, Claudia. And against you, Julian, too, at £2 million here. On the telephone on this side at 2 million. It's Claudia's bidder at £2 million. And I can sell, obviously, at £2 million here. Camilla, give me one more. At 2 million. Say 50. Yes, I'll take 2,050,000. Thank you, Julian. 2,050,000 is bid this time by Julian Dawes. Thank you, sir. 2,050,000. And it's not yours, Claudia, at this point. At 2,050,000. Give me 2,001,000, please. At £2,050,000. 2,100,000. Thank you, Camilla. I thought you might get back. At 2,100,000. Well done. At 2,100,000. Thank you so much. And against you again, Julian, at 2,100,000. 2,200,000. Thank you, Claudia. 2,200,000. Take 50. Here with Claudia. At 2,200,000, Claudia, it's your bid at 2,200,000. I'll take 50 again, Camilla. At £2,200,000 here on this side now at 2,200,000. You want to give me 50, please? At 2,200,000. At 2,200,000. Is that another bid or are you out? At 2,200,000 it's with Claudia. It's against you, Julian. 2,300,000. Thank you. 2,300,000. At 2,300,000. It's not yours any longer, Claudia, at 2,300,000. Say 4. At 2,300,000. On this side, at 2,300,000. Thank you so much. Julian, with you at 2,300,000. Looking for 4 from Claudia, please. At 2,300,000. 2,350,000 is bid. Thank you. 2,350,000. 2,350,000. Julian, I need 4 from you, please. 2,350,000. 2,400,000. Thank you. 2,400,000. At 2,400,000, Claudia, we're going to go on, please. At 2,400,000, Claudia, it's against you here, and the hammer's going to come up at £2,400,000. Fair warning to you. The hammer's up. Fair warning now. At 2,400,000, I'm going to sell it here. 2,500,000. Thank you. 2,500,000. It's back with the original bidder at 2,500,000 is bid now. 2,500,000. At 2,500,000. At 2,500,000. 2,600,000. Thank you. At 2,600,000. At 2,600,000. Claudia, against you now. 2,600,000. At 2,600,000. At 2,600,000. At 2,600,000. At 2,600,000. Say another one. At 2,600,000. 2,700,000. 2,700,000. I'm going to try 2,800,000. At 2,700,000. I need 8. At 2,700,000. 2,750,000. Thank you, sir. At 2,750,000. Here it is at 2,750,000. Give me 8, Claudia. at £2,750,000. It's with Julian. Claudia, we're going to have to hurry you now, please. At £2,750,000. Fair warning, £2,008,000. Can you try £2,009,000, Julia, please? Against you now, £2,800,000. Give me 9. At 2,800,000. £2,850,000. At £2,850,000. Claudia. At £2,850,000. Still with Julian. Claudia, we need to hurry along, please. At £2,850,000. You want to give me 9? At £2,850,000. 3 million. Thank you very much. At £3 million. Thank you so much. Thank you, Claudia. At £3 million. At £3 million here for the Matisse. Are we going to sell? Against you here, Julian, now. At £3 million here for the wonderful Matisse. We need to move on, sir. At 3 million. Fair warning to you. The hammer is going to come up this time, Julian. It's not yours. At £3 million now. Last chance. Hammer's coming down, Julian. Fair warning at £3 million. Thank you, Claudia. It's paddle number 31 at 3 million. And we're going to go on, of course, to an icon of modern sculpture, Degas' Petit Danseuse de 14 ans. Showing here, of course, thank you very much indeed, the only sculpture to be exhibited during the artist's lifetime. Of course, this wonderful radical sculpture, fabulous, fabulous thing. Been adorning our galleries. It's been a wonderful thing to have here. And I'm going to start the bidding here at £15 million. At £15 million. £15,500,000. At £15,500,000. At £15,500,000. 16 million. At 16 million. At £16 million. At £16 million for the Degas. At £16 million. At 16 million. At £16 million for the Degas. At 16 million. 16,500,000. Thank you very much indeed. So it's your bid at 16,500,000. At 16,500,000. Gentleman's bid here. At 17 million pounds. Thank you, Julian. It's 17 million pounds. Give me 5, sir. I'll take 5 from you, sir. At 17 million. 17,500,000. Thank you very much. At 17,500,000. At 18 million pounds. Thank you very much indeed. At 18 million pounds. So with Julian again at 18 million pounds. You say 5, sir. At 18 million pounds. Here on the telephone at 18 million pounds. It's with Julian Dawes. 18,500,000. Thank you, sir. At 18,500,000. 18 million 5. 19 million pounds now. At 19. It's back with Julian again at 19 million pounds. It's not yours, sir. At 19. I'll take one now, sir. At 19,100,000. It's with you at 19,100,000. At 19,100,000. Julian, will you say 19,200,000? 19,300,000. At 19.3. 19,500,000. Thank you. 19,600,000. At 19.6. 19,700,000. 19,800,000. £19,009,000 is bid, sir. At 20 million pounds now. At 20 million. Try 2 here, Julie, please, at least. At 20 million. It's in the room again at 20 million pounds here, gentlemen seated. At 20 million. At 20 million pounds. Here it is, at 20 million. Gentlemen's bid here. At 20 million. It's against you on this side. It's against you, Aki, here at 20 million pounds. At 20 million. Not yours. Julian, at the moment, at 20 million pounds here. 20,200,000. 300,000. Thank you, sir. 20,003,000. Back on the ones. 20,400,000. 20,500,000. 20,600,000. 20,700,000. 20,800,000. 20,900,000. 21 million pounds. 21,200,000. Thank you. At 21.2. 21,200,000. Julian, it's not yours. 21,400,000. 21,400,000, sir. It's not yours, at 21,400,000. It's against you with Julian here. At 21,400,000. Let's try one more, sir. At 21,400,000, it's still on my right-hand side and selling here. It's with Julian, sir. It's against you here at 21,400,000. Aki, it's against you also here. At 21,400,000, Julian, it's with you, the Degas, the Petit Danseuse, and I'm going to sell. Final warning, sir. At 21,400,000 Julian, she's yours. Thank you very much. Panel number 19. 21,400,000. Thank you. Lot number 6 is the Kazimir Malevich, the Head of a Peasant, showing here the wonderful early work here, the pre-revolutionary work. Fabulous, fabulous thing. Luminescent in color. Really fantastic. And I'm going to start the bidding here at £1 million. At £1 million now for the Malevich at £1 million. At £1 million. 1,100,000 is bid. Thank you very much indeed. At 1,100,000 in the room. 1,200,000 is bid online. At 1,200,000, 1,300,000 is bid online as well. Thank you. 1,400,000. Thank you, madam. At 1,400,000. So ladies bid here in the room. 1,500,000 is bid online again. At 1,500,000. Give me 6, please. At 1,500,000. Online, panel number 3, 1,500,000. 1,600,000 is bid ahead of you here. Ahead of you, Reto, it's at 1,600,000. 1,700,000 is bid online. Thank you. Give me 8, madam. At 1,700,000 is bid online. I'll take your bid at 1,800,000. Ahead of you now. Alina's bid. Reto, come in at 9, please. At 1,800,000. 1,900,000 is bid online. 4 of you in it now. At 1,900,000. It's with the online bidder at 1,900,000. Madam, you want to say 2? At 1,900,000. It's bid online at 1,900,000. Against you, Alina, £2 million here with Reto. Reto Baumletter here at £2 million, sir. It's your bid at £2 million. And against you online at £2 million. Here it is. Further back, it's with Reto on the telephone at £2 million. Are you bidding at £2 million here? 2,100,000. Thank you, Alina. It's a new bidder at 2,100,000 with Alina Davey here at 2,100,000, 2,200,000. It's bid online now at 2,200,000 and against you both on the telephones in hyperspace at 2,200,000. Madam, we're going to go on at 2,200,000. At 2,200,000. Still here with the online bidder. Sotheby's.com. As I say often, the future of online bidding at 2,200,000. What about you, sir? You're bidding at £2,200,000. Here for the Malevich at 2,200,000. Against you, Alina, at £2,200,000. Back with the online bidder. And against you at the back, madam. Give me 3. At 2,300,000 is bid. The lady at the back, thank you, 2,300,000. It's already here at 2,300,000. Ladies bid in the room at 2,300,000. Thank you, madam. It's with you at £2,300,000. 2,300,000 is bid. At 2,300,000. Come in at 2,400,000, Alina, please. At 2,300,000. The lady at the back here on the aisle with the paddle at 2,300,000. It's against you online as well. If you want to come in again at 2,400,000. At 2,300,000 currently in the room at £2,300,000. Here it is at 2,300,000, and we're selling it here. Alina, against you now at 2,300,000. Ladies bid, last chance at 2,300,000. I've waited several. At 2,300,000. Give me 4, please. Make it worth the wait at 2,300,000. Lady here at £2,300,000. Alina, are we going to say 2,400,000, please? At 2,300,000. Still here at 2,300,000. Are we bidding, Alina? Fair warning to you. Do you have the client on the telephone? At 2,300,000 here in the room. Alina, fair warning, I have to sell. At £2,300,000, last chance. We'll just give you one last chance. Thank you, madam, for your patience. At 2,300,000. At 2,300,000. Milap, can you help maybe on the other line? Perhaps that could help. At 2,300,000. 2,400,000. There's no doubt. We've all heard you now at 2,400,000. Thank you very much indeed at 2,400,000. Madam, will you say 2,500,000, please? You won't? Okay, but thank you very much indeed. That's very patient of you. Thank you so much. At 2,400,000, it's with Alina. It's against you, Reto. It's against you in the room and online. Alina, after all the wait, she's yours. 2,400,000. Congratulations. 21. 2,400,000. Thank you very much indeed. And lot number 7. We turn to one of the most important paintings by Egon Schiele ever to come to market and recently exhibited at the Neue Gallery in New York. Danae, of course, was painted when the artist was 19 years old. Wonderful, wonderful example, of course, hanging in the entrance galleries of the Lewis collection. Please note that this work was included in the exhibition of the Internationale Kunstschau Vienna in 1909. And I'm going to start the bidding here at £9,500,000. At £9,500,000 for the Schiele at £9,500,000. £10 million now. At £10 million. £10,500,000. Thank you very much, Aki. At £10,500,000. It's your bid at £10,500,000. At £10,500,000. £11 million. Thank you. At £11 million now. It's Wendy's bidder at £11 million. At £11 million. Here on this side at £11 million. Say one more. It's £11 million now. At £11 million. It's Wendy's bidder at £11 million here. Thank you so much. At £11 million. And against you, Aki, at £11 million now. At £11 million. Here against you at £11 million. Give me 5, please. At £11 million. On the telephone with Wendy at £11 million. Give me one more at £11 million now. At £11 million. Still there at £11 million. At £11 million. Still with Wendy. Aki, are you coming in again at £11 million? There it is. 11.5 is against you now. At £11,500,000. 11.5. 12 million. Thank you. It's another new bid. I've got 11.5. Will you take 12 now? 11,500,000. I've already got 11.5. Will you say 12, please, Fahad? 12 million I'll take from Wendy then. £12 million. Thank you very much indeed. At £12 million. And against you here too. At £12 million. Wendy again at £12 million. Here at £12 million. Give me 5, please, Fahad. At 12 million. You're going to come in again at £12 million now. At £12 million. Still with Wendy at £12 million. Against you there at 12 million. And against you, Aki. At £12 million now. Still here. It's Wendy's bidder at £12 million. Against you, Fahad, at £12 million. Aki, it's not yours. At £12 million. At £12 million. Still with Wendy at £12 million. £12,500,000. Thank you, Fahad. In a new place now at £12,500,000. Fahad Moller at £12,500,000 on this side of the room here. At £12,500,000 further back at £12,500,000. Thank you. At £12,500,000. You're going to bid, sir? At £12,500,000. Here it is at 12.5. 12,750,000. I'll take from you, Wendy. At 12,750,000. We'll correct it on the screen for you. Here it is at 12,750,000. Next bid's going to be £13 million. At 12,750,000. Thank you, Wendy. At 12,750,000. At 12,750,000. At 12,750,000. At 12,750,000. At 12,750,000. Can we try 13? At 12,750,000. At 12,750,000. Make it worth my while at 12,750,000. Or we try 12.8. You want to do 13, sorry, where am I? 13 million. Thank you very much indeed. 13 million. At 13 million. 13 million pounds. At 13 million. 13 million pounds. 13,250,000. Thank you very much indeed. At 13,250,000. 13,250,000. At 13,250,000. 13,250,000. Thank you. Give me one second. Somebody help for that one. At 13,250,000. At 13,250,000. Sorry if I had it. 13,250,000. Try 13,500,000. At 13,250,000. Still with Wendy at 13,250,000. Looking for 13,500,000, please. It's Wendy's bidder. 13,500,000. Thank you very much indeed. At 13,500,000. At 13,500,000. Still with Fahad at 13,500,000. At 13,500,000. And against you, Wendy. Give me 750,000. At 13,500,000. Try another one. 13,750,000. At 13,750,000. At 13,750,000 on this side of the room now. Fahad, it's against you here at 13,750,000. For the Schiele at 13,750,000. It's against you all on this side at 13,750,000. Here it is at 13,750,000. Let's try another one. Fahad, what are you going to do with 13,750,000? Try another one, sir, please, at 13,750,000. 13,850,000 I'll take. Thank you so much. At 13,850,000 pounds. At 13,850,000. 13,850,000. It's against you, Wendy, now. 13,850,000. What are we going to do? Can we try one more step? At 13,850,000. Wendy, would you give me 14? 14 million pounds. Thank you so much. 14. Fahad, I'll take one now at this point, 14 million. 14 million pounds. Try one more. Still with Wendy Lynn. Here it is at 14 million. Thank you, Wendy. It's at 14 million pounds here for the early Schiele painting. At 14 million pounds. It's all on this side at 14 million pounds. We're going to go on, Fahad. 14 million pounds. 14 million one. Thank you. 14.1. Here it is at 14 million one. Next bit's going to be 14 million two. 14.1 is bid. Say 2. At 14.1 is Fahad's bidder. I'm looking for 2 from you, please. At 14,100,000 pounds. Try and say one more. At 14,100,000. You want for another bid. 14.1. It's there. It's still with you, Fahad. 14,100,000. 14,250,000. It's even better. Thank you very much indeed. At 14,250,000. 14,250. Fahad. Can you give me another bid, please? 14,250,000. There it is. 14,250,000. 14,250,000. 14,003,000. I'll take it now. Yep. 14,003,000. Wendy, are we out? At 14,300,000. Fahad's bidder at 14,003,000. Can you give me 4? At 14,300,000. Here it is on my right hand side at 14,300,000. Still with you, Fahad, at 14.3. And are we selling it here at 14.3? At 14,003,000. 14 million. 14,004,000. 14,350,000. 14,350,000. Taking your bid at 14,350,000. At 14,350,000 pounds. Fahad. At 14,350,000. Can I hurry you now? 14,350,000. Give me 4. 14,350,000. Not yours. 14,350,000. Here it is. Give me 4, please, sir. 14,004,000. Thank you. At 14,004,000. Wendy, give me 50 again. At 14,400,000. At 14,400,000. 14,450,000. 14,450,000. 14,450,000. The next bid's going to be 14,500,000, please. At 14,450,000 pounds, still with Wendy now. I'm going to have to hurry you. We need to move on a little bit. At 14,450,000. Thank you, Wendy. It's your bid, Carolee. It's against you, Fahad, at 14,450,000. Do you want to round it out? 14,500,000 is bid. Thank you so much. Now it's 14,500,000. Wendy, we could try 6 if you want at 14,500,000. At 14,500,000. Still with you, Fahad. It's against you again on this side of the room and the room at 14,500,000 pounds. Here at 14,500,000. It's Fahad's bidder and against you, Wendy, at 14,500,000. 14,550,000 is bid. 14,550,000. 14,550,000. 14,550,000. Fahad, can we make it 6, please? At 14,550,000. Try 6, sir. At 14,550,000 pounds, and try 6, please. It's 14,550,000. It's bid on this side at Wendy Lynn's bidder, and I'm going to sell it here. 14,550,000 pounds here. It's not yours, Fahad. We have to move along now. 14,550,000. It's still with you, Wendy. 14,600,000 is bid. Thank you very much indeed. At 14,600,000. Try 50. 14,600,000. Again on this side at 14,600,000. Thank you so much, Fahad. And looking for 50 again, Wendy, from you, please. At 14,600,000. I need 50. At 14,600,000. Are you bidding, sir? At 14,600,000. At 14,600,000, Fahad, it's your bid. Are we coming in again, Wendy, please? At 14,600,000 pounds. Give me 50 or even 100. 14,700,000. Thank you, Wendy. That's very kind. At 14,700,000, Fahad, please extend the same courtesy at 14,700,000. Please give me 8. At 14,700,000 pounds here. With Wendy again at 14,700,000. I'd really love to take 14,800,000 from you, please. At 14,700,000. Here it is with Wendy at 14,700,000 and looking for 14,800,000. Is that a bid, sir? Try another one, please. At 14,700,000. You've made me at 14,750,000. Wendy, give me 8. At 14,750,000. It's against you again this time at 14,750,000. Wendy? Can't keep him away at 14,750,000. 14,800,000. 14,800,000. At 14,800,000. Try another one. 14,850,000. 14,850,000. Try 9, Wendy, please. At 14,850,000 pounds. 14,900,000 is bid. Thank you very much. Next bid's going to be, well, can we try 15? Fahad, what about it? At 14,900,000 pounds, still on this side of the room at 14,900,000. Against you both, this spirited bidding battle here for the early Schiele painting at 14,900,000 pounds. Fahad. I thought it was 14,950,000. Are we saying 15, Wendy? At 14,950,000, it's back with Fahad again. We said 15 is going to be the next bid. At 14,950,000, 15 million pounds. Thank you very much indeed. At 15. 15 million. At 15 million pounds now. Again, back on the Schiele again at 15 million pounds here. There it is at 15 million pounds. Still with you, Fahad. At 15 million. Against you this time, Wendy, and looking for one more bid from you at 15 million pounds. 15 million, sorry, it's Wendy's bid at 15,050,000. Thank you. 15,050,000. Try one from you, Wendy. 15,050,000. Wendy, we're going to go on. 15,050,000. Say one more, please, Wendy. 15,050,000 pounds for Had's bidder this time at 15,050,000. We're going to go on, please. At 15,050,000. At 15,050,000. At 15,050,000. 15,100,000. Thank you. At 15,100,000. Fahad, we'll have to hurry you now. At 15,100,000. I'd really love to ask for 15,200,000, please. If you could ask your bidder, please, at 15,100,000. I think it's fair. At 15,100,000. At 15,100,000, 15,200,000. 15,150,000. Okay. 15,150,000. Wendy. And again, against you here at 15,150,000. Still with Fahad again at 15,150,000 pounds. At 15,150,000. Wendy, do you want to try 2 this time? At 15,150,000. 15,150,000. At 15,150,000. Wendy, what are we going to say this time? At 15,150,000. You say one more? 15,150,000. No, you're out? You sure? Well, thank you very much for your patience. At 15,150,000, Fahad, after all of that, the painting is yours and selling to you. Thank you very much indeed. Panel number 30, congratulations. At 15,150,000. And we move on. The Max Beckmann, the artiste, in the first of the 2 paintings by Max Beckmann is showing behind Olivier Faux. Olivier, please part the water so we can see with Teresa Benbow. I'm going to start the bidding here At £1,500,000, at £1,500,000, £1,600,000, £1,600,000, say 1,700,000, £1,700,000 is bid already with Alex Branche. At £1,700,000, £1,800,000, £1,900,000 is bid with Lisa. £2 million, thank you, Olivier. At £2 million, it's with you with £2 million now. At £2 million against the two of you, £2,100,000. Thank you, Gregoire. At £2,000,001 for the Beckmann, £2,000,002 is bid. At £2,200,000 with my esteemed colleague Lisa Dennison, £2,000,002, £2,000,003 is bid this time. With Gregoire at £2,300,000 here on this side, £2,000,004 is bid again. Thank you, Lisa, at £2,400,000. At £2,000,004 on this side, back with Lisa again at £2,400,000. £2,000,005. Thank you again, Alex, at £2,500,000. With you at £2,000,005. £2,000,006 is bid with Gregoire at £2,600,000. At £2,600,000 now. Back with Gregoire on this side at £2,600,000. On this side again at £2,600,000 and against you, Lisa, at £2,600,000 with Gregoire Beale, head of contemporary in America at £2,600,000. Your bid, Gregoire, at £2,600,000. At £2,600,000. You bidding, sir, at £2,600,000. Here at £2,600,000, still with you, Gregoire. £2,650,000, thank you, at £2,650,000. What about you, sir? At £2,650,000. £2,700,000, thank you very much, at £2,700,000. £2,700,000 is back with Gregoire again, early bidder here at £2,700,000 on this side of the room at £2,700,000. And looking for 50 from you, Alex, please, at £2,700,000. £2,700,000. Lisa, we out at £2,700,000, and I'm going to sell it here. It's Gregoire's bidder against you, Alex, and Olivier at £2,700,000. The wonderful Beckmann painting at £2,700,000. It's against you, Alex. £2,800,000 with David Galprint. Thank you. David's in a new place. £2,900,000. Thank you, Gregoire. £2,900,000 now. 2,900,000. 3 million with David at 3 million. 3-1. At 3,000,001. At 3,100,000. Gregoire's bidder at 3,000,001. At 3,000,001. 3,200,000. 3,300,000. At 3,000,003. At £3,300,000. Thank you. At 3,300,000. 3,003,000. At 3,003,000. Want to give me 4? At £3,300,000. Try 4. At 3,300,000. 3,500,000 is bid. Thank you very much indeed. It's against you, Greg. At 3,500,000. 3,600,000. Thank you, sir. At 3,600,000. Give me another one. Try 7. At 3,600,000. At 3,600,000. 3,650,000. At 3,650,000. 3,650,000. At 3,650,000. Gregoire, against you here, at 3,650,000. 3,650,000. 3,700,000. Thank you. At 3,700,000. At 3,700,000. 3,750,000. 3,750,000. Against you, Gregoire, this time. It's back with David again at £3,750,000. Try 8, sir. At £3,750,000. David's bidder at 3,750,000. 3,008,000. At 3,008,000. Here it is. 3,008,000. 3,008,50. Thank you, sir. 3,900,000. £4 million. 4 million. 4,000,001. At 4,200,000, Greg? 4,000,002. 4,000,002. There it is. 4,200,000. 4,300,000. At 4,003,000. 4,004,000 now. 4,400,000. 4,500,000. 4,500,000. At 4,500,000. Still with David again at 4,500,000. It's against you, Gregoire, at £4,500,000. It's his bid, 4,500,000. Against you here, 4,500,000. We're selling it here, Greg. It's not yours. David Galprint's bid at 4,500,000. I'm going to sell it this time at 4,500,000 for the Savoy Thyssen. From the Thyssen collection previously to the Lewis collection of 4,500,000 and bought from Sotheby's in these very rooms at 4,500,000. At 4,500,000. Try 6. 4,000,006. Thank you, sir. At 4,000,006. 4,7. At 4,7. 4,750,000. At 4,750,000. 4,000,008. Thank you, David. At £4,800,000. Here it is, at 4,800,000. Against you, Gregoire. 4,000,009. Thank you so much. At 4,900,000, it's back. Gregoire, be at £5 million there. At 5 million. £5 million. Are you out? It's with you, David, at £5 million. And I'm going to sell it. Fair warning now, last chance. At £5 million to David Galperin. Fair warning. And sold. Thank you very much indeed. At 5 million. It's panel number 53. Thank you. Sorry. And of course here, showing behind us, thank you very much indeed, brings us of course to one of the starlights of this evening's sale, Lucian Freud, Sleeping by the Lion Carpet, the last of the 4 monumental portraits he painted of Sotheby. This is the culmination of the artist's lifelong engagement with the nude and has been exhibited in many of Freud's most significant retrospectives over the last 30 years. And I'm going to start the bidding here at £17 million. It's £17 million now. 17 million, £18 million. At £18 million for the Freud, £18 million. At £18 million now. At £18 million for the Freud, 18 million. 19 million, thank you, sir. At 19 million, it's in the room at 19 million. Your bid, sir, at £19 million. At 19 million, 20 million now it's bid. At £20 million. Against you here at £20 million, sir. At £20 million. At £20 million now. Could be 21. At £20 million for the Freud at 20 million. At £20 million. Try one more, sir. At £20 million. 20.5. Thank you, David. At 20.5. It's here on this side. It's against you here at 20.5 million. At 20.5 million. It's not yours. At 20.5 million pounds. At 20.5 million. You're coming in again, sir. At 20.5 million. It's David Galperin's bidder at 20.5 million pounds. It's against you on this side. At 20.5 million pounds now. With David Galperin at 20.5 million pounds. Here it is at 20.5 million pounds. With you, David, at 20.5 million. 20,800,000. Thank you. Simon's bidder at 20,800,000. In a new place at 20,800,000. At 20,800,000 pounds. With Simon stock. At 20,800,000. 21 million pounds now. At 21 million. Do you want to say 21 million to 250? Let's try it. At 21 million pounds. At 21 million. It's here with David on this side of the room. 21,200,000. Thank you. At 21,200,000. At 21,200,000. Behind me here at 21,200,000. Give me 4, please. 21,500,000. Try 750, Simon, please. At 21,500,000. At 21,500,000. Look for 750 from you. At 21,500,000. Here it is. 21,750,000 pounds. Thank you. At 21,750,000. Here with Simon at 21,750,000. I'll give you 22, please. Here. 22 million pounds. Thank you very much. At 22 million pounds. At 22 million pounds here. On this side at 22 million. At 22 million. Here it is. For the Freud at 22 million pounds. 22,200,000. Thank you very much. At 22,200,000. At 22,200,000. Still on this side at 22,200,000. Try and give me 5, please. At 22,200,000. At 22,200,000. It's back with Simon again at 22,200,000. 23 million pounds. Thank you. At 23. No. At 23 million. Still with David here. At 23 million pounds now. Thank you so much. At 23 million pounds now. It's against you all on this side. At 23. It's against you, Lisa. And against you, Edith, also. At 23 million pounds. 23,200,000. Thank you. At 23,200,000. Thank you so much. At 23,200,000. Thank you. It's against you, Tom, as well. At 23,200,000 pounds. 23.2. There it is. At 23,200,000. David, you're going to go on at 23,200,000. At 23,200,000. It's back with you, Simon, at 23,300,000. Thank you. At 23,300,000. 23,300,000. It's back with David Galperin again, head of contemporary art in New York, of course. David, 23,300,000 for this great masterpiece by the artist at 23,400,000. Thank you. 23,400,000. At 23,400,000. Give you 5, sir. 23,500,000. Thank you. 23,500,000. At 23,500,000. At 23,500,000. 23,600,000. At 23,600,000. It's behind me here. It's with Simon this time at 23,600,000. 23,700,000. Thank you, sir. 23,700,000. 23,700,000 is here on this side. It's David Spitter at 23,700,000. Thank you very much, sir. And against you, Simon, but it could be yours at 23,800,000. Thank you so much at 23,800,000. It's back with Simon again at 23,800,000. Are you coming in again, sir? No, at 23,800,000. 24 million pounds. Thank you. At 24 million. At 24. Here it is at 24 million pounds. On this side at 24 million pounds. Is that a bit? 24 million pounds on this side still. Some of you out at 24 million pounds. Here with David at 24 million pounds. Let's try another one. Give me one more. At 24 million pounds. At 24 million pounds. You sure? It's here at 24 million pounds with David against you, Simon. What about you, Lisa? You want to come in here? 24,200,000 pounds. One. 24,100,000. 24,100,000. In a new place with Lisa Dennison at 24,100,000. It's the fourth bidder we've had on this picture at 24,200,000. At 24,200,000. 24,200,000. Give me 3, Lisa. At 24,200,000. 24,200,000. There it is. It's David's bidder. Give me one more try, please. At 24,200,000. 24,300,000. 24,400,000. At 24,400,000. Give me 5 this time. It's against you, Lisa. It's here on this side at 24,400,000. Still with David again at 24,400,000. Over here at this time at 24,400,000. 24,500,000. Thank you. 24,500,000. 24,600,000. 24,600,000. Here it is. 24,600,000. David Spitter again at 24,600,000. For the wonderful Lucian at 24,600,000. What about you, sir? Do you want a bid? 24,600,000. At 24,600,000. You bidding, sir? 24,600,000. Here at 24,600,000 pounds. I'm looking for 7, please, Lisa, from you. Here at 24,600,000. You want a bid, sir? At 24,700,000. Thank you, Simon. Couldn't resist it. At 24,700,000. I'll take one from you, sir, as well. At 24,700,000. At 24,700,000. 3 of you in it. At 24,700,000 for the Freud. 24,800,000. At 24,800,000. It's back with David again this time at 24,800,000 for the Sue Tilley here, the majestic painting. Wonderful Sue at 24,800,000. And it's here on this side. It's back with David again. Lisa. 24,800,000. 24,900,000. Thank you, Simon. 24,900,000. 25 million pounds. 25. Thank you, David. At 25 million. 25. Want to give me one, Lisa? At 25 million pounds. Here it is, at 25 million one. 25, I should say. Sorry. 21,501 would be your bid. At 25 million pounds. Here it is, back with David again. And are we coming in again, Lisa, here? At 25. It's not yours at 25. Nor is it yours, Simon, at this point, at 25 million. At 25 million. At 25 million pounds, here it is, on this side of the room still, at 25 million pounds. Lisa, what are we going to do? We're going to try one more. At 25 million pounds, and Simon, it's against you still also at 25 million pounds here on this side of the room. We're going to have to sell at 25 million pounds. And the hammer is going to come up at 25 million pounds. It looks like it's yours, David, and against you here at 25 million pounds. Lisa? Fair warning. Would you like to bid? Either of you, please. At 25 million for the majestic Freud. Last chance. And selling. Here it goes, David. It's your picture. Congratulations. Panel number 53. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you very much indeed. Wonderful, wonderful picture. And we move on, of course, Francis Bacon, The Study for Portrait. We move on to this exemplary painting, one of a pivotal group of works, shown at Gallery Claude Bernard, 1977, widely considered the most important exhibition of the artist's career. And I want to start the bidding here at £2,300,000, at £2,300,000, for the Bacon at £2,300,000 now, £2,300,000, £2,300,000, £2,400,000 now, for the Bacon at £2,400,000, £2,500,000, sir, it's your bid at £2,500,000, in the room at £2,500,000, your bid, sir, at £2,500,000, thank you, £2,500,000, against you here, at £2,500,000, the bid's in the room at £2,500,000, it's your bid at £2,500,000, 2,600,000 is bid now against you at 2,600,000, 2,700,000. It's back in the room again. It's against you, Alina, this time at 2,700,000. 2,800,000 is in a new place at 2,800,000 with Tom Edison at 2,800,000. Do either of you want to say 2,900,000? It's here at 2,800,000 pounds at the moment. At 2,800,000 and selling at 2,800,000. It's not yours. 2,900,000. Thank you, sir. 2,900,000. At 2,900,000. It's against you, Alina. It's against you, Tom. 3 million pounds is bid with you, sir. At 3 million. The next bid's going to be 3,100,000. At 3 million pounds here. 3,100,000 is bid. Thank you so much. At 3,100,000. Not yours now, Tom or Alina. At 3,100,000 is gentleman's bid. 3,200,000. 3,200,000. At 3,200,000 pounds. At 3,200,000. At 3,200,000. Back with Tom again at 3,200,000 pounds. At 3,200,000. Give me 3, sir. At 3,200,000. Here, 3,200,000. 3,300,000. Thank you. At 3,300,000. At 3,300,000. Tom, is that a yes? 3,400,000. At 3,400,000. Here at 3,400,000. For the Bacon again at 3,400,000 pounds. 3,400,000. Try 5, sir. At 3,400,000. There it is at 3,400,000. It's back with Tom Edison, of course. Joint head of the Contemporary Art Department, together with Ottilie Windsor, who's here this evening. At 3,400,000, 3,500,000 is bid. See the middle line, 3,500,000. Hope you're going to be bidding Ottilie a little later, waiting for that moment. At 3,500,000. At 3,500,000, in the room again at 3,500,000. Tom, give me one more, please. At 3,500,000. Here it is, 3,500,000. Your bid, sir. At 3,500,000. At 3,500,000. At 3,500,000. Still with you, sir. At 3,500,000. You out, sir? At 3,500,000, gentlemen seated, and against you, Alina, I'm going to sell it here. Fair warning to you all, at 3,500,000. Thank you very much, sir. 514. And we move on, of course, the wonderful tête de femme. Here it is, the Fontainebleau period, 1921 drawing, the Olga Kuklova, much anticipated, of course, exhibited in the great recent exhibition of these wonderful pastel heads from 1921. Indeed, Olga photographed in the studio there in Fontainebleau, north of Paris, in front of this very, very work. Here it is, in all its glory. And I'm going to start at £1,500,000 for the Picasso, 1,600,000. Thank you, sir. 1,700,000 now. 1,800,000. Thank you very much. Give me 1,900,000. 2 million, sir, you betting? £2 million. Thank you. 2,100,000. Here at 2,100,000. 2,200,000 I took here. Will you say 3, sir? 2,300,000. Try 4, madam. 2,300,000 is here. Want to say 4, sir? 2,400,000 with you then. 5, sir? 2,500,000. 2,500,000. You're saying 6, Greg? 2,600,000 is on this side. 2,700,000. Gentlemen in the room at 2,700,000. At 2,700,000. Here it is at 2,700,000. At 2,800,000. At 2,800,000. At 2,850,000. 2,900,000 I'm taking here. No, 3 million. It's 2,900,000 and now 3 million. Taking 3 million here. Try 1, sir. At 3 million with Gregoire Biot at 3 million. Edith, would you like to come in again? It's at 3 million against you. Would you like to say one more? At 3 million pounds. It's here on the further telephone. It's Gregoire's bidder at 3 million. Here at 3 million pounds with Gregoire. 3,100,000. Thank you, Edith. At 3,100,000. It's your bid. Try 2, sir. 3,200,000 is bid against you. At 3,200,000 is Gregoire Biot's bidder at 3,200,000. At 3,200,000. It's already at 3,200,000. I'll take 50 from you, Edith. At 3,200,000. 3,250,000, sir, your bid. At 3,250,000 in the room again at 3,250,000. Thank you, sir. 3,300,000 is another new place. 350,000. There it is at 3,350,000. Give me 4, please. 3,400,000 and 50. In the room again at 3,400,000. 3,500,000 and 50 again. 3,550,000. On the aisle at 3,550,000. 3,700,000 now. You're out, sir? At 3,750,000. 3,750,000. 3,800,000 and 50. 4 million pounds. I have to push you for 1, sir. Give me 1. At 4 million pounds with Gregoire Biot. And looking, give me 1. I've asked for 1 from the gentleman. It's with Gregoire, unless you want to come up, sir. Here at 4 million pounds with Gregoire. Julian? Julian, what are we going to do? 60? No. I'll take 50 from you, just to move things along. 4 million and 50. Give me 1. I've already taken 4 million and 50. Will you say 1? It's here at 4,050,000 with Julian Dawes. Give me 1, please. 4,050,000. 4,100,000. Thank you. 4,200,000. Thank you very much. At 4,200,000. At 4,200,000. Really would like to take 4,300,000 from either of you. There's enough of you in it at 4,200,000. It's in the room with you, sir, at 4,200,000. I know where you are, sir. At 4,200,000. Are you coming in again, Eve? At 4,300,000 is bid. At 4,300,000, you out, sir? At 4,300,000. 4,350,000. Thank you, Julian. There's 4 of you in it now. At 4,350,000. At 4,350,000. 4,400,000. Thank you. At 4,400,000 with Gregoire Biot at 4,400,000. 4,450,000. At 4,450,000. With Julian again at 4,450,000. 4,450,000. Thank you, Julian. Gregor, come in again at 4,450,000. 4,500,000. Thank you so much, Edith, at 4,500,000. It's back with you again, Edith, at £4,500,000. Your bidder at 4,500,000. And selling at 4,500,000. It's on this side, against you both, against you, Gregoire, and against 4,550,000. At 4,500,000, 4,600,000 now. 4,600,000. 4,650,000. 4,650,000. At 4,650,000, it's back with Julian Dawes at 4,650,000. Try 7. At 4,650,000. Give me 7. At 4,700,000 now. At 4,700,000. 4,750,000. 4,800,000. It's Gregoire again at 4,800,000. 3 of you in it here at 4,800,000. At 4,800,000. All 3 of you here at 4,800,000. Edith, give me 50 at 4,800,000. 4,850,000. Thank you, sir. 4,850,000. Again with Julian at 4,850,000. And you're out, sir, at 4,850,000. At 4,850,000. At 4,850,000. Still here, Julian's bidder at 4,850,000. At 4,850,000. There it is. At 4,850,000. Edith, would you like another one here at 4,850,000? 4,900,000. Thank you, Greg, at 4,900,000. And against you this time, Julian, at 4,900,000. at 4.9. Edith, you want to give me 50? At 4.9, it's Gregoire's bidder against you, Julian, at £4,900,000. At 4.9. What do you say? 4.9. It's with Gregoire still. I'm going to sell it this time. Edith, fair warning to you. At 4.9. It's with Gregoire, and the hammer's coming up. Julian, it's not 4,950,000. It's with you at 4,950,000. £5 million. Thank you. Thank you, Julian. 5 million. At 5 million. You're out now. £5 million. Edith, it's against you at £5 million. It's with Julian, and I'm going to sell it. Are we bidding? At 5 million. You're out. You're out, I think. And we're selling here at £5 million. Julian, to you. Thank you very much indeed. Paddle number 104. Thank you so much. And we move on, of course. Lot number 12, the intense psychological depth, and of course, of a wonderful, wonderful work. One that stayed in Picasso's private collection, later with his family, for over 80 years, a testament to his profound personal significance for the artist. And we're going to start here with this wonderful, wonderful object at £3,100,000, at £3,200,000. Thank you, sir. £3,200,000, £3,300,000, £3,400,000, £3,500,000, £3,600,000, £3,700,000, £3,800,000. Thank you very much. £3,900,000 is bid. £4 million here. Three of you in it at £4 million. Gentlemen here at £4 million. At £4,500,000. Thank you very much. Will you give me 5, sir? At £4,500,000. Thank you, Sam. And against you up front, and you, sir. At £4,500,000. £5 million. Thank you. It's with Max Moore. It's a new bidder at £5 million now. At £5 million. With Max at £5 million. At £5 million. With you, Max, at 5. £5,200,000. Next bid's going to be 5.5, please. At £5,200,000 with Sam Bellette at £5,200,000. At £5,200,000 here. At £5,200,000. At £5,200,000. At £5,200,000. Give me 5, please. It's with you, Sam, at £5,200,000 for the Picassins. Against you, Camilla, too, at £5,200,000. £5,300,000. 5.3. Sam. 5.4. Thank you, Max. At £5,400,000. At £5,400,000. Here it is, at £5,400,000. £5,500,000. Against you again, Max, at £5,500,000. Give me 6. £5,600,000. At 5.6. £5,700,000. 5.7. £5,700,000. Max, how about it? Give me one more. At £5,700,000. Try 8, sir. At 5.7. Give me another one. At £5,700,000. So on this side, Simon's bidder. And selling. Last chance now for the Picasso at £5,700,000. Simon, it's yours. 110. Thank you very much indeed. £5,700,000. Thank you. And lot number 13, sold as viewed. Thank you very much indeed. We have one of the greatest works by Modigliani ever to appear on the market, the Noisy au Collier, painted in the year of his only lifetime solo exhibition. It is one of a series of revolutionary news that change the course of modern art. Please note that the work has been requested for the exhibition Modigliani Nord Sud to be held at the Grimaldi Forum in Monaco from July to September 2028. That's the Modigliani. And I'm going to start the bidding here at £38 million, at £38 million, £39 million now. At £39 million for the Modigliani, at £39 million, at £39 million, £40 million now, at £40 million, at 41 million, at £41 million, at £41 million for the Modigliani, at £41 million now, at £41 million, at £41 million now, at 41. Are you coming in at £41 million? At £41 million, at £41 million, at £41 million now. Against you there at £41 million, at £41 million. Any more? 41 million. At £41 million. 41,500,000 with Simon at 41,500,000. On my left at 41,500,000. With you, sir, 41,500,000. at 41,500,000. On my left-hand side at 41,500,000. At 41,500,000. You're going to go on at 41,500,000. It's your bid, Simon, at 41,500,000 and selling at 41,500,000. With you at 41,500,000. At 41,500,000 with Simon. At 41,500,000 and selling at 41,500,000. At 41,500,000. You bidding, sir. At 41,500,000. You're going to come in. At 41,500,000 pounds. At 41,500,000 pounds, still with you, Simon. It's your bid. At 41,500,000 pounds against you all. At 41,500,000. I'm selling the picture here. It's Simon's bidder at 41,500,000. Last chance and selling. Simon, it's your bid. So thank you very much indeed. It's paddle number 110. And we move on to lot number 14. The Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec, Amenoville, en cabinet particulier. This work has been requested for the exhibition Toulouse-Lautrec Obsessions to be held at the De Young Museum in San Francisco in 2027 to 2028 and at the Guggenheim Museum in New York from March to July 2028. And I'm going to start the bidding here at £800,000, at 800,000, 850,000 now, at 850,000 pounds, at 850,000, 900,000, thank you, at 900,000 pounds now, at 900,000, 950,000, at 950,000 pounds now. At 950,000 for the Toulouse-Lautrec at 950,000 pounds. At 950,000. At 950,000. At 950,000. 1 million pounds. Thank you so much, madam. At 1 million pounds. It's your bid. At 1 million pounds. It's with the lady at 1 million pounds now. At 1 million and selling at 1 million pounds. In the room at 1 million pounds. It's here in the room at 1 million pounds. 1,050,000. At 1,050,000. Give me 1 1. At 1,050,000. Against you here at 1,050,000. Say 1, please. At 1,050,000 pounds. 1,100,000. Thank you. At 1,001,000. And against you, Greg, this time at 1,001,000. 1,150,000. Your bid. At 1,150,000. I need 2, madam. At 1,150,000. At 1,150,000 pounds. 1,150,000. It's back with Greg again at 1,150,000. I need 2 from you. At 1,150,000. 1,200,000. Thank you. At 1,200,000. At 1,200,000. 1,250,000. 1,250,000. At 1,250,000 pounds. Try 3. At 1,250,000. It's here on this side against you, madam, at 1,250,000 pounds. I need 1,300,000 from you, please. At 1,300,000. Thank you so much. At 1,300,000. 1,350,000. 1,350,000. 1,400,000. Try 1,500,000. It's here at 1,400,000. 1,500,000 is bid. Thank you. 1,500,000. Madam, will you give me 1,600,000, please? Sweet Gregoire at 1,500,000 pounds now. 1,500,000. Here, 1,500,000. It's on this side. It's Gregoire's bidder. And looking for 1,600,000, please, at 1,500,000. Still on the telephone here with Gregoire Beale, a colleague in America. 1,550,000. Greg, give me 6, sir. It's here, 1,550,000 on this side. You out? At 1,550,000, still with the lady and selling. It's against you, Greg. Last chance. And selling at 1,550,000. Thank you very much indeed. Panel number 556. And we move on to the Degas, La Loge. The fabulous early pastel here, the wonderful work on paper at the Bal de l'Opera, the fabulous thing. And I'm going to start the bidding here at 1,500,000, 1,600,000 pounds now. 1,600,000 for the Degas at 1,600,000. At 1,600,000, 1,700,000. Any more? 1,700,000 for the Degas at 1,700,000. 1,800,000 now. At 1,800,000 pounds. At 1,800,000. At 1,800,000. 1,900,000. At 1,900,000. At 1,900,000. It's against you, Alina, here at 1,900,000. 1,900,000 now. Against you, Alina, give me a bid. 1,900,000. For the dig out, £1,900,000. Any more? 1,900,000. Fair warning now for the digger at 1,900,000. Last chance at 1,900,000. It's a pass at 1,900,000. And lot number 16. Of course, we turn to the Gustav Klimt. So as viewed here, showing at the front of the room here, Gustav Klimt's ethereal portrait of Gertrude Lowe, which hung alongside other masterpieces by the artist at New York's famed Neue Gallery on extended loan. The fabulous painting here. And I'm going to start the painting, the bidding, of course, here at £15 million. At 15 million. At £15 million. For the Klimt of £15 million. At 15 million. 16 million. Thank you very much indeed. At 16 million. It's Andre Spitter at £16 million. 17 million now. At 17 million. 18 million is bid. Thank you very much. In the room at 18 million. No, it's already 18 million. I'm sorry. At 18 million. The next bid's going to be 19. So 18 million. 19 million. Thank you, Aki. At 19 million pounds. At 19. It's Aki's bid. It's against you in the room at 19 million pounds. Here it is at 19 million pounds. 20 million. It's in a new place. Edith Eustace's bid at 20 million pounds. Several of you at it here. 21 million pounds. Thank you so much, madam. At 21 million pounds. At 21 million. Give me 22, Edith, at 21 million pounds. At 21 million pounds. Not with you, at 21 million pounds. At 21 million pounds. And it's against you on this side at 21 million pounds. Lady seated there at your bid at 21 million pounds now. No, 22 is the next bid. 21 million pounds. In the room here at 21 million pounds. At 21 million pounds. Give me 22 million pounds. Thank you very much indeed. At 22 million pounds. Simon's bidder at 22 million. Give me 23. 23 million pounds. 23 million pounds. At 23. I'll take 24 at 23 million pounds now. Against you, Edith, at 23 million pounds. At 23 million pounds. The lady seated here still at 23 million pounds. Give me 24 million pounds. Thank you, Andre, at 24 million. And against you in the room at 24. Give me 25, please. At 24 million pounds. Still with Andre's Lassenger at 24 million pounds. Against you all on this side at 24 million pounds now. 25 million, thank you. At 25 million. Lady seated at 25 million pounds. And against you, Edith, give me another one at 25. Still in the room at 25 million pounds. Against you here at 25. Wendy, give me 26, please. At 25 million pounds. Here it is at 25. At 25 million. Give me another one at 25 million pounds. It's back in the room again at 25 million pounds. 26 million. Thank you so much, Alina. 26 million pounds. At 26 million now. With Alina Davey at 26 million pounds. At 26 million pounds. 27 million pounds. Back with you, madam, at 27 million pounds. In the room again at 27 million pounds. Next bid's going to be 28. All on this side for a change at 27 million pounds. At 27 million pounds. 28 million, thank you. At 28 million. Give me 29, please. At 28 million, there it is, at 28 million pounds. With you, Alina, at 28 million pounds. And looking for 29. At 28 million pounds, it's with Alina. And looking to you, Edith, give me a bid of 29, please. At 28 million pounds. On the telephone with Alina at 28 million pounds. Against you, Andre, it's against you, Simon, and it's against you, Aki, as well. 28 million pounds against you in the room, madam, at 28 million pounds. 28.5 I'll take now, yes. Now we've slowed down at 28,500,000. Thank you. At 28,500,000. Looking for 29, please, from any of you there at 28,500,000. At 28,500,000. It's against you on this side at 28,500,000 pounds. At 29 is in another new place with Wendy at 29 million pounds. Thank you so much, Wendy, at 29 million pounds now. At 29 million. Do you want to go on in the room? 29.5. Thank you so much. At 29,500,000. At 29.5. At 29.5. There it is at 29,500,000. Give me one more, Wendy. At 29,500,000 pounds. Thank you so much, Alina. What about you in the room at 29,500,000? 30 million pounds. Thank you, Wendy. At 30 million. There it is. At 30. At 30 million. At 30 million pounds. At 30 million. It's still on my right at 30 million. It's against you in the room. 30,500,000. Thank you, Alina. 30,500,000. At 30,500,000. 30,500,000. At 30,500,000 pounds. Give me one. At 30,500,000. Here it is. Give me 31, please, Wendy. After all this time, at 30,500,000. Say another one. Yes. At 30,500,000. I'm looking for 31 from you, please. At 30,500,000. Here at 30,500,000. With a leaner, it's against you this time at 30,500,000. Come in at 31, please, at 30,500,000. At 30,500,000. And I need your bid at 31 million, please. At 30,500,000. Aki, what about you, sir? Give me the bid. At 30,500,000. It's still with the leanest bidder at 30,500,000 pounds. It's not yours, Wendy. Say one more. At 30,500,000. At 30,500,000. At 30,500,000. Give me another one. At 30,500,000. At 30,500,000 pounds. Wendy, what are we doing? At 30,500,000. You can say 31. At 30,500,000 pounds. At 30,500,000. It's here with the leaner. Going to have to hurry you now. Hammer's coming up. 31 million pounds. Thank you, Wendy. At 31 million. 31. 31 million. At 31 million. Try 5. At 31 million pounds. It's here at 31 million pounds, still with Wendy, of course, on this side of the room. At 31 million. Give me 5, please. At 31 million pounds. At 31 million. Behind me here, 31 million pounds. 31. And against you in the room, you're out. Andre, are you out? Simon? I'm going to sell it here. Edith, are you out too? Yes. And I'm going to sell it here. Wendy, it's your bid at 31 million pounds. Fair warning to you all. And selling, last chance for the Klimt at 31 million pounds. Wendy, congratulations. Thank you so much. At 31. Lot number 17 is next, is the Soutine. The Portrait de Degas en bleu, once owned by the artist's earliest champions, Marcelin and Madeleine Castagne. Powerful example of Soutine's most significant contribution to contemporary art. It belongs to his searing, deeply human portraits of the working class. Please note that it has been requested for the exhibition Chaïm Soutine, a retrospective to be held at the Palazzo Reale in Milan in 2027 to 2028. And I'm going to start the bidding here at £1,400,000, at £1,400,000 for the Soutine, at £1,400,000, £1,500,000 now, at £1,500,000 for the Soutine, at £1,500,000, at £1,500,000, at £1,600,000 is bid online. Thank you. At £1,600,000. I have a bid online. £1,700,000 is in the room, sir. It's your bid at £1,700,000. Gentlemen seated at £1,700,000 is against you online. Here in the room at £1,700,000. Give me 8 online, please. At £1,700,000, it's your bid, sir. At £1,700,000 against you on the telephones, and selling to you, sir, £1,700,000. Here it is at £1,700,000. £1,750,000. Give me 8, sir. It's at £1,750,000. Here with Sam at £1,750,000, and against you, Greg, at £1,750,000 against you online and selling at £1,750,000. Are you out, Greg? At £1,750,000, £1,800,000 is bid now online at £1,800,000, and against you, Sam, at £1,800,000. Give me 50, sir. At £1,800,000. At £1,800,000. Against you again in the room, sir, if you want to come in again. At £1,800,000 with the bidder online. To give me 50. At £1,800,000. Edith, are we bidding? At £1,800,000. Still here online, Sam. Want to give me 50, sir? At £1,800,000. At £1,800,000. £1,850,000. Against you online at £1,850,000. Give me £1,900,000. It's going to be the next bid. £1,850,000. It's here. At £1,850,000. It's with Sam Bellet at Sotheby's on New Bond Street at £1,850,000. And £1,900,000 is going to be the next bid on Sotheby's.com. Give me the bid. £1,850,000 and selling. Against you here. Fair warning. Last chance. I'm going to sell for £1,850,000. Sam, thank you very much. At £1,850,000. Paddle number 102. Thank you very much. And lot number 18 is the next of the works by Lucian, of course, The Woman in the Grey Sweater. Entirely fresh to auction, exhibited in several of the world's most prestigious institutions. The painting once belonged to Charles Saatchi and has been treasured in the Lewis collection for nearly 3 decades. Fabulous, fabulous thing here. And I'm going to start the bidding here At 2,600,000, 2,700,000 now, 2,700,000 for the Freud at 2,700,000, 2,800,000, thank you. At 2,800,000, it's with Alex Branchik at 2,800,000, it's your bid. At 2,800,000, £3 million, thank you very much indeed, at £3 million. Thank you, Simon, it's your bid at £3 million now, against you, Alex, at £3 million. Give me 3-2 if you can, at £3 million. With Simon at £3 million, here it is, at £3 million, give me another one, sir. At £3 million, Otley, how about you, at £3 million now, it's here on the telephone with Simon. 3,200,000 is bid. Thank you so much. At 3,200,000. This time not yours, Simon. At 3,200,000. There it is. At 3,200,000. Say 5. At 3,200,000 pounds. At 3,200,000. 3,500,000 is bid online. Thank you so much. The bidder online at 3,500,000 and against you both. We have the online bidder, panel number 3 at 3,500,000. There it is online at 3,500,000. Give me 8 at 3,600,000. Ahead of you, Simon. Ahead of you online here at 3,600,000. It's back with Alex Branchik again at 3,600,000. It's your bid, Alex, at 3,600,000. 3,700,000. Thank you, Simon. At 3,700,000. What about you, Andre? You want a bid? At 3,700,000. With Simon again at 3,700,000. Alex at 3,700,000. Against you online also. It's with Simon stock here and selling here at 3,700,000 pounds. You bidding, sir? At 3,700,000. With you, Simon, at 3,700,000. I'll take 3,800,000 from you, Alex. 3,800,000. Thank you very much indeed, sir. At 3,800,000. It's bid again at 3,800,000. I need 9 from you, Simon, at 3,800,000 for the wonderful grey sweater at 3,800,000. You bidding, madam? At 3,800,000 pounds. At 3,800,000. At 3,800,000. Simon, it's not yours. At 3,800,000. At 3,800,000. Fair warning now. It's with Alex Branchik at 3,800,000 and selling here at 3,800,000 pounds. Clears the bids on this side. 3,900,000. Thank you. At 3,900,000. Alex, give me 4 at 3,900,000. Switch to you, Simon, again at 3,900,000. Say 4 at 3,900,000. At 3,900,000 pounds. Doing some conversions, fair enough. At 3,900,000. You've got the abacus out, Alex, at 3,900,000. Here it is, Simon's bidder at 3,900,000 pounds. Let's try one more. Let's make it a round number, please, if you would, at 3,900,000. Thank you, Simon, at 3,900,000. Say one more at 3,900,000. Checking the spot rate at 3,900,000. Try another one. Worth every penny, this penny. It's a fabulous thing at 3,900,000. At 3,900,000, still with you, Simon, against the online bidder and selling. Fair warning at 3,900,000 pounds. Thank you, Simon. It's yours. 110. Thank you very much. At 3,900,000. Lot number 19 is the further work by Francis Bacon. Of course, this time the 2 studies for self-portrait, the enigmatic and intensely personal diptych from 1977. And showing on my left, here it is, and I'm going to start the bidding here at £6,700,000. At £6,700,000, £6,800,000. Thank you, madam. At £6,800,000. At £6,800,000. Here it is for the Bacon at £6,800,000. And against you on this side at £6,800,000. At £6,800,000. Any more? At £6,800,000. At £6,900,000 is bid. £7 million now. At £7 million. Try 2. At £7 million here. Here it is. At £7 million. At £7 million in the room here. At £7 million. Against you, Otley, it's here in the room. It's £7 million with the lady bidding. At £7 million. Give me another one, please. It's £7 million. Say one more. It's your bid, madam. It's £7 million. £7,100,000. Thank you, Otley. It's £7,100,000. Try 2, madam. At £7,100,000. Give me another one. At £7,100,000. You sure? At £7,100,000. It's here with Otley at £7,100,000. It's against you all there. At £7,100,000. Still with you. At £7,100,000. It's going to go to Otley. You sure? At £7,100,000. Fair warning. Last chance. And selling at £7 million. Can you come in, sir? £7,100,000. Give me 2. £7,100,000 on this side. 7-1. 7-1. Next bit's going to be 7-2. Fabulous thing. The self-portrait here, the diptych from 1977. Give it a try, sir. At £7,100,000. Great thing at 7,100,000. Try one more, sir. 7,100,000. Here it is. 7,100,000, and it's going to sell it. Fair warning at £7,100,000. Thank you, Otley. It's pattern number 92. Sold. And we go on, of course. Lot number 20 is the early Pablo Picasso, the 1899, the wonderful Angelo Fernandez de Soto, painted when Picasso was 17 years old and prefiguring, of course, his blue period. And I'm going to start the bidding here at 1,100,000, 1,200,000, 1,300,000, at 1,300,000, 1,400,000. Thank you, Andre, at 1,400,000 pounds. For the early Picasso, 1,400,000, 1,500,000 is bid, 1,600,000 now, at 1,600,000. You want to give me 7, madam? At 1,600,000, 1,700,000 is bid. Lady in the room at 1,700,000. To your bid, madam, at 1,700,000 pounds. At 1,700,000, it's still with you. 1,700,000. It's against you on the telephones. At 1,700,000 pounds now. At 1,700,000. Ladies bid here at 1,700,000. It's against you on this side. 1,750,000. At 1,750,000. Give me 8, please. At 1,750,000. It's bid on this side. At 1,700,000. 1,800,000. 1,800,000. 1,850,000 this time. At 1,850,000. Give me 9, please. At 1,850,000. I'm looking for 9 from you. It's at 1,850,000. 1,900,000. Thank you. At 1,900,000. Here's the bid. 1,900,000. 1,950,000. Against you again at 1,950,000. Give me 2, please. At 1,950,000. 2 million pounds. I'll take it here. I'll take the lady first. In fairness to her, 2 million pounds. Give me 1, either of you, please. At 2 million. It's here with you, madam. At 2 million, just to keep the sequence. 2,000,001. Thank you, Simon. Give me 2, madam. At 2,100,000. 2 is bid. Thank you so much. At 2,002,000, give me 3, either of you. At 2,200,000. 2,003,000 is bid now. 2,300,000 for the 1899 Picasso. 2,005,000. Thank you, madam. At 2,500,000. Ladies bid at 2,500,000 pounds. Here up front at 2,500,000. At 2,500,000. At 2,500,000. Ladies bid at 2,500,000. At 2,500,000. 2,600,000. 2,800,000. We'll try 3, madam. At 2,800,000 now. At 2,800,000 pounds. Here it is. At 2,850,000. 2,850,000. At 2,850,000. At 2,850,000. Thank you, madam. At 2,850,000. Simon. 2,900,000. There it is. At 2,900,000. Madam, can you give me a round of 3 million, please? At 2,900,000. At 2,900,000. At 2,900,000. Want to say 3? Here it is at 2,900,000. On this side at 2,900,000. Give me another one. 2,950,000. At 2,950,000. 3 million pounds. Thank you, Simon. At 3 million pounds. Madam, give me 1, please. At 3 million pounds. It's here on this side. Give me 1. At 3 million pounds. To my left, Simon, against you here. Looking for 3-1. At 3 million pounds now. On this side at 3 million pounds. You bidding, sir? At 3 million pounds. At 3 million. At 3 million. Do you want to say 1? It's with Simon Stock at 3 million pounds, and against you, also on this side, Sambalet, at 3 million pounds, and I'm going to sell it at 3 million pounds against you all. The hammer is up and selling. Fair warning to you. Last chance. You coming in again? Here it is at 3 million. Simon's bid. Have to hurry you, madam. Yes, no? I'm going to sell for 3 million. Are you in or are you out, madam? We're going to have to move on, I'm afraid. At 3 million pounds, I gave you fair warning. And Sam, here it goes at 3 million pounds. Thank you very much, Simon. 16. Thank you very much. And we move on. Lot number 21 is the Homme à la Pipe, of course. The second masterpiece by Amedeo Modigliani, appearing at an auction for the very, very first time, recorded in a wonderful photograph in the Jeux de Paume exhibition 1923, and it has been requested for the exhibition Modigliani Nord-Sud to be held at the Grimaldi Forum, Monaco. Obviously, this from the wonderful Nice period of his life. And I'm going to start the bidding here at 8 million pounds. At 8 million pounds for the Modigliani, 8 million pounds, 9 million pounds now for the Modi at 9 million pounds. At 9 million pounds, 10 million now for the Modigliani at 10 million pounds. At 10 million pounds now for the Modigliani at 10 million pounds. 10 million. Nope, absolutely not. At 10 million pounds. Give me 11 million. At 10 million pounds. 11 million pounds. Thank you very much. So it's 11 million pounds. Gentlemen seated here at 11 million pounds. At 11 million pounds. Here it is. At 11 million pounds. 12 million pounds. Further back. 13 million pounds. At 13 million pounds. 13 million pounds. It's up front again, madam. It's against you here at 13. At 13 million. Give me 14. 14 million pounds. 15 million pounds. Thank you, sir. At 15 million pounds. At 15 million. 15 million 5 is bid. Say 16, sir. 16 million pounds. Thank you again. 16 million. 16 million 5. 17 million pounds. At 17 million pounds now. 17 million. It's your bid, sir. Give me 5, madam. At 17 million pounds. Up front again at 17 million pounds. Try 5. At 17 million. Gentleman seated here at 17 million, madam. Just trying to get hold of somebody at 17 million pounds. Thank you, sir, for your patience for one moment. At 17 million pounds. Against you, Simon, also at 17 million pounds. Madam, what are we going to do at 17 million pounds? At 17 million, still with the gentleman. Madam, we're going to bid at 17 million pounds now. At 17 million 500,000. 18 million pounds now. At 18 million. Simon, come in. 18.5. At 18 million pounds. Here it is. 18. At 18 million pounds. Simon, give me 5, please. So with the gentleman here at 18 million pounds. Give me 18.5. 18.2 I'll take this time. 5 will be next, sir. 18,500,000. Thank you very much. At 18.5. Give me 8, Simon. 18 million 8. 19 million. And here it is at 19 million pounds. 19.2. Try 5, sir. 19.5. Thank you. 19 million 8. At 19 million 8. There it is. At 19 million 8. Say one more, sir. At 19 million 8. So with Simon, here it is at 19.8. Try 20, sir. At 19.8. So with Simon, ask you for 20, sir. Try one more. Sure. It's here with Simon then at 19 million 8. Thank you very much, sir. At 19 million 800,000. It's with Simon's bidder. It's against you in the room. You coming in again, madam? At 19.8. It's here. It's against you. It's with you, Simon. Fair warning to you all. And I'm going to sell it to Simon at 19,800,000 pounds. Simon, it's yours. Thank you very much indeed. 16. Thank you very much. And 22 is the Kees van Dongen painting. Here it is, coming on the easel. Thank you very much indeed. The wonderful Fernand Olivier picture. And please note the provenance of the lot has been updated and is available on Sotheby's.com. And I'm going to start the bidding here at 900,000, 950,000, 1 million pounds now. At 1 million pounds for the Van Dongen at 1 million pounds. At 1 million pounds, at 1,100,000. Thank you, Ben. It's your bid at 1,100,000. At 1,100,000 with Ben Dollar at 1,100,000 pounds. At 1,100,000 with you, sir. 1,100,000. With Ben Dollar at 1,100,000. Against you, Alex, on this side at 1,100,000. At 1,000,001. It's your bid and selling at 1,100,000 with Ben Dollar for the Van Dongen at 1,100,000. I'm going to sell it here at 1,100,000. Last chance. Fair warning at 1,100,000. Thank you, Ben. It's panel number 36. And we move on. Lot number 23 is the second of the Beckmann paintings. The earlier painting, the Berlin period, 1920s painting. And I'm going to start the bidding here at £2,500,000, at £2,500,000, £2,600,000 for the Beckmann at £2,600,000, at £2,600,000, £2,700,000. Thank you, Nick, at £2,700,000. Against you, Antonio, at 2,700,000. And Lisa at £2,700,000. Give me 8. £2,800,000. Thank you, Lisa, at £2,800,000. 2,900,000 now, £3 million. Thank you very much indeed, Nick, at £3 million. It's with you now at £3 million now. 3,100,000 is Antonia's bid at 3,100,000. Give me 3,200,000 I took from Nick, I'm afraid, at 3,200,000. Give me 3 now, Lisa, at 3,200,000, 3,300,000. Thank you. It's yours this time. At £3,300,000, £3,400,000. Thank you, Nick. At £3,400,000. Still with you at £3,400,000. 3,500,000. Thank you, Antonia. 3,500,000. 3,600,000. I took ladies first. Lisa, I'll take you at 3,600,000. It's 3.7, I think now. 3.7, 3,000,008. Thank you, Nick. At 3,800,000, getting carried away here at 3,000,008. Nick Dymel's bid at 3.8. 3.9. Thank you, Lisa. At 3,900,000. Teresa, you coming in at 3,000,009. 4 million. Thank you very much, Nick. At £4 million now. Let's try 2, please. At 4 million. Next bid's going to be 4.2. £4 million with you, Nick, at £4 million. At £4 million. Try 2. 4,000,002. Thank you very much indeed. At 4,200,000. Against you, Antonio. 4,400,000. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nick. At 4,400,000 now. At £4,400,000. For 6. 4,000,005. Thank you. At 4,000,005. Thank you, Antonio. 4,600,000. Thank you. At 4,600,000. Thank you, Nick. At 4,006. At 4,600,000. At 4,006. Try one more. At £4,600,000. At 4,600,000. 4.6. At 4,600,000. All the German speakers, I think, here, aren't they? At 4,600,000. And apart from Teresa and Helena, of course, at 4,600,000. I don't want to forget them either. At 4,600,000. At 4,600,000, so we're going to go on at 4,600,000. We're going to sell it at 4,600,000. Antonio, one more. 4,600,000. I love the contemporary team bidding on pre-war pictures. 4.7, thank you, and 4,700,000. 4,700,000. Back with Lisa Stevenson again at £4,700,000. At 4,700,000. 4,700,000. Lisa's bidder. Are you out, Nick? I'm going to sell at 4,700,000. 4,800,000 is in a new place. Thank you, madam. 4.8 in the room at 4,800,000. Ladies bid at 4,800,000. 4,800,000. Anyone else? Teresa bidding at 4,800,000. Here it is. Lisa, we're going to go on. It's here at 4,800,000. Ladies bid at 4,800,000. Thank you so much. At 4,800,000. Give me 9 at 4,800,000. Nope. Nick, are you out? Nope. Antonia, are you out? Madam, it's your bid at 4,800,000. Fair warning. Thank you very much indeed. 578 at 4,800,000. Thank you very much. And we move to the penultimate lot. The wonderful Picasso, the wonderful, wonderful early drawing, the 1934 drawing, the Marie-Thérèse. Fabulous, fabulous thing. And I'm going to start the bidding here at 900,000, 950,000, £1 million. Thank you, sir. £1 million. Very nice to see you. 1 million, 1,100,000, 1,200,000. Give me 3, sir. 1,300,000, 1,400,000, 1,500,000. At 1,500,000. 1,005,000. It's bid here. 1,005,000. It's in the room at 1,500,000. Anybody else? At 1,500,000. 1,006,000. Thank you, Ben. 1,006,000. 1,700,000. At 1,007,000. It's here. 1,008,000. Thank you. 1,009,000. At 1,009,000. Give me 2 million, please. At 1,009,000. £2 million. 2,000,001. 2,1. At 2,000,001. It's bid here at 2,000,001. At 2,100,000. It's against you, Ben, at 2,000,001. It's a gentleman seated here at 2,100,000. And against you, David, also 2,100,000 here for the wonderful Picasso drawing at 2,100,000. 2,005,000. Thank you very much. 2,005,000. Say 6, sir. 2,005,000 here. 2,006,000 is bid. Thank you very much. At 2,006,000. Ben, give me 7. 2,007,000. At 2,007,000. Want to give me another one, sir? Try 8. At 2,700,000. Fabulous, fabulous thing. At 2,700,000. Want to give me 8, sir? Give me one more. That's at 2,700,000. Take 50, sir, from you. Sure? Here at 2,700,000. Thank you anyway. At 2,700,000. Ben, it's your drawing for the Picasso at 2,700,000. Fair warning. David, are you out? Last chance at 2,700,000. Ben, it's yours. Thank you very much. Panel number 41 at 2.7. And rounding off the Lewis sale this evening, of course, before tomorrow's Lewis sale at 3 p.m., the day's sale, of course, before I head over to my esteemed colleague Helena Newman to carry on with the rest of the Impressionist Contemporary Modern sale. Marc Chagall, Les Amoureux de Vence. The wonderful painting here, and I will start selling the picture at £1,500,000. At £1,500,000. At £1,500,000. At £1,500,000. £1,600,000 now. At £1,600,000. £1,700,000. Thank you. At £1,700,000 here. With Antonio at £1,700,000. Against you, Francis at £1,700,000 now. It's at £1,700,000 here. At £1,700,000. Any more? £1,700,000. At £1,700,000. Are you coming in at £1,700,000? At 1,007,000. At 1,007,000. 1,800,000. Thank you, Olivier. 1,800,000. Against you, Antonio. 1,800,000. 1,009,000 now. At 1,009,000. At 1,900,000 pounds. At 1,009,000. This side. £2 million. Thank you, Olivier. £2 million. At £2 million. Give me another one at £2 million. Against you, Francis, too. At £2 million. Here on this side with Olivier at £2 million. Now, give me one, please. At £2 million. Try another one, please. At £2 million. 2 million one. At 2.1. At 2 million one. No? Your answer? At 2,100,000, and I'm going to sell it. It's here, 2,200,000. Thank you, Francis. It's in a new place now. It's with you at 2,200,000. Give me one more at 2,200,000 pounds. At 2,200,000. Antonia, say 3. At 2,200,000 pounds. At 2,200,000. Still with Francis at 2,200,000, and against you on this side. At 2,200,000 pounds. At 2,200,000. You bidding? At 2,200,000, and I'm going to sell it. Last lot of the Lewis sale for this evening at 2,200,000 pounds. Going to sell, fair warning, at 2,200,000. Antonio, we're coming at 2,300,000. Thank you. 2-3. At 2,300,000. Say 4. At 2,300,000. Francis. It's Antonia's bidder at 2,300,000. We have to hurry on. We've got another sale to do after this at 2,300,000. Bear with us, please, ladies and gentlemen. At 2,300,000. Here at 2,300,000. 2,400,000. Thank you, Francis. At 2,400,000. At 2,400,000. Antonio, let's round it off at 2,500,000. At 2,400,000 pounds. 2,400,000. Give me one more at 2,400,000 pounds. This is it at 2,400,000 pounds. Any more on this side at 2,400,000. And the hammer's coming at 2,500,000. Thank you, Antonio. At 2,500,000. At 2,500,000. At 2,500,000. At 2,500,000. Anyone else? At 2,500,000. At 2,500,000 pounds. Still with Antonia at 2,500,000. And selling, Francis. We need to move on at 2,500,000 pounds. Going to hand straight over to Helena to commence the sale to keep the momentum going here. At 2,500,000. At Sotheby's, the last of the Lewis sale, 2,600,000. For the Chagall at 2,600,000. Antonia, 2,600,000. Here at 2,600,000. At 2,600,000. With you. At 2,600,000. Give me another one. Antonia, say one more at 2,600,000. Quickly. At 2,600,000. They don't want to let it go. This Lewis Provenance at 2,600,000. Give me another one. At 2,600,000. Say one more. Antonia? Yes, no? Or we're going to be done. At 2,600,000. And the hammer is coming up. This is the last chance. This historic sale, an historic night at Sotheby's here in London. The last of the Lewis lots. She's out, and I'm selling it here, finally, at 2,600,000. Thank you, Francis. Sold to you. Congratulations. Thank you very, very much indeed. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much indeed. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you so much. And we're going to hand over, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to my esteemed colleagues and to the Lewis family as well. Thank you very, very much indeed. And we're going to move straight on, of course. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you. That's very, very kind.